Hi there, it's Tina at Tina Stitches. Welcome to my Flosstube channel. It is July the 2nd. Happy Canada Day, happy Independence Day. I hope you guys all had a great time celebrating whatever you're celebrating. I had a very quiet Canada Day. Didn't expect to do much. It was also overcast here, so the fireworks are supposed to be tonight. And because there's construction at the beach, there's been relocated, and so everybody's going to the spot that we normally go to, so it's going to be a big crowd. I think we're going to forgo that this year. I did not get much stitching in since the last time. If you've noticed, I've gone back to my spot at the desk. It's a little too awkward filming from the side at my chair, so I'll figure something else out, maybe, or we'll just keep going like this. So, anyways, like I said, there's only been about 3 things that I've worked on in the last 2 weeks, mostly because I really liked stitching on the stocking for my dad, so I did a lot of work on that. And then we got into a little bit of a stressful time. Somebody wants to buy our house. I don't blame them. I love my house, but it still needs a little bit of work. And we are planning to move, but we didn't have a place in mind. Anyways, somebody wants to buy our house. Now I have until August 15th to find another house, or I stay where I am. I don't have to sell it, but anyways. So there was 3 days where we were out looking at houses, so I didn't get much stitching done. There's not a lot of houses available, so we were trying to figure out what would work best. Just stress just kept me from stitching, and I have my courses that I have to get finished. So I have about 8 more lessons to do, and I want to get them done in the next 4 weeks. So I've been pushing out a lesson a week, so I gotta focus more on that. Anyways, anything else? Nothing too crazy going on here. Weather's been cool. Not the greatest. I've been outside. I was outside today, and I thought about taking my stitching outside, and then my husband said he's going to cut the grass. So the dogs had to come in, and I thought, well, it would be a good time to get a video in. So that's what I'm doing. And yeah, I had this out to show you. It's a small by Sweetheart Tree. I got it last year. I did it at our Stitch and Bitch. This is the side that I think is fitting for me right now, but I'm going to try. But it was I really like it. And as you can tell, it's not perfectly square. But nobody notices unless you point it out. And I had messed up on one of these sides. I believe it was the blue side. And I had to frog the entire half of it. So I had put it down for a few months and then picked it up again and went back, frogged it all, went back to it. It was worth it. That was a kit I got from 123. That's a finish from a long time ago. Like I said, about a year ago. On the supplies that came in the kit. I think Ingapur was just giving away one of those with her draw. I really wanted that dragonfly. Sylvia got it. Was it Sylvia? No, it wasn't. It was Pam, I think. Anyways, so here's my work in progress. This is the stocking. Just a minute. Sorry about that. I had forgotten to get the pattern, the picture. So this is Christmas Eve Fun by Dimensions Gold. And I'm not exactly sure where I was, but all of this darker color and the lighter color here is what I've done over the last 2 weeks. So quite a bit. And it's half cross, but it's 5 strands of thread, so that makes it very cumbersome, and you really have to work to pull the needle through. So that is this. I don't know if you can see it very well. Silly glare. Everybody has that problem. That's that. And then this. And that is with the 16 count dove gray Ada that came with the kit. And this is Beloved. And as you can see, he has an eye. I only worked on it yesterday, and that's really about the only thing that has been done since the last shot. I don't know how much you can see. I have a pop beside me, so I don't want to spill it. So yeah, that's what I got done. Really looks good. I was going to save the eye for later, like I don't know, an aim to do everything else before you do that. Save that for last, but I couldn't wait. I just wanted to get that done. Needed to give myself a boost, I guess. After no stitching for 3 days, I wanted to, yeah, you know what it's like. Just pick up the needle and do something that you want to do. And that was staring at me from its spot on the floss box there, so. And then the other one that I worked on, I just had to pause because Sylvia, I just thought of Sylvia. She says that I'm so calm. I'm not calm. I'm freaking out in here. I don't know. I guess my demeanor just comes off as calm, but my heart's just racing. Anyways, here is the Rudolph by Nora Corbett, Christmas Eve Couriers. And I only worked on this for about an hour last night. So aside from what I started at Mania, that's all that I did. And I think it's only this little chunk up here is what I did last night. Now, as I mentioned in my last video, I was going to do Christmas in July. And that's my own thing. It's not a, nobody else, I don't know if anybody else is doing it. It's not a part of a group thing. But I wanted to get some of those reindeer done. I don't know if I showed the picture. So I wasn't sure if I was going to do one a week or one a day like I did with the Mania. With the Mania, I just did one every day for the first 10 days. I'm just going to do what I want. Whatever I feel like. If I feel like stitching on this again tonight, I'll stitch on it. If not, I'll go to another one. I'll try to keep track of which ones I work on. And I saw somebody had posted a really good idea about how to keep track of their stitching. And it's basically a grid with each pattern they're working on along the side, and then each day of the month. And then just put an X in wherever you worked on it. Whichever project you worked on that day, put an X in there. I might try that. I'm not very good at keeping track of things. I just do it to get it done. This is, I'm all over the place. This is Beloved's picture at the end. This is what it's supposed to look like. So that's that. I don't know if I have anything else to share. Jessie Marie had pointed out when I did my last video, I was saying that I was going to do these stitch-alongs, and turns out I was looking at the wrong calendar or the wrong list, whatever, of events for Stitch Mania. And when I look at them on my iPad, it goes from December back. So I was scrolling and scrolling and scrolling, and I got to July. Wasn't even thinking that's July next year. And I can't get it to scroll far enough back to see what the stitch-alongs are for this year. So I don't know. So I'm just doing whatever I want to do. If I hear about a stitch-along, if somebody could pass me the list of what's going on, I might be able to connect with something, but right now I'm just doing my own thing. I don't have much time for stitching, so what gets done, gets done. Yeah, I don't even have any haul to share. I have slacked off in keeping track of my cash for stash, make today count. But from what I have been able to, punch in the numbers, right now I'm at $91. So I think I'm going to go on to 123 tonight. I don't have anything in mind that I really want, but I deserve something. Yeah, I think that I'm going to end it here. It's a beautiful day outside. I did take a clip earlier. I might throw that on the end just for you guys to see. I took a video of my yard, my favorite part of the yard, because if we sell the house, I would like some kind of record of that. So that's only one part of the yard, with the fountain and the benches and stuff. And it's a big yard. We have 1.5 acres here, so I'll miss it. But not that much. Our goal is to find something that has an income property so that we can move to a remote location out in the middle of the bush. In about 10 years, that's the goal, to be out in the bush. To have this kind of a setting, but not within our municipality because the taxes are atrocious here. Yeah. Actually, I will show this one thing. It's the first piece of cross stitch that I've ever done. And it's horrible. Stamped cross stitch kit from Mary Maxim. And I didn't know anything about cross stitch at all. And well, I didn't do too bad considering that I was using, it's set to use 2 strands. I didn't know that you separated the floss. So in there, I don't know if it's going to focus, but the cross stitches are actually 12 strands. And the back stitch is 6 instead of 2 and 1. And the X's are in different directions. I can't find a spot to make it focus, but you might notice that some of the colors are different. And that's because I had no idea about the color key either. So when I went to buy new replacement floss, I just took a little piece in with me and bought it that way. And it doesn't match, but you don't really know. And come on, it's my first piece. And this was back in 1995. Yeah. Ghetto framing. It's actually not that bad, but I should have put paper or something over the back. I still might. Who knows? And yeah, it's all stretched. It's all warped, like the fabric, because of my using so many strands. So that's that. I think that's about it. I think I'm going to grab Rudolph and the floss. And I'm going to go sit outside now. I hear the lawnmower's done. So enjoy the nice weather while we can. Take advantage of it. I have tomorrow off of work too, so who knows? I was going to do a tag, but there's not 20 things that I can think of that are that interesting. And this video right now, I can tell you, is pretty boring, so this might not even go up. Yep. Bye. Hi there, I'm back. I'm sorry, that was so rude of me to just go bye. I wish you guys all a very wonderful stitchy week. Hope you get lots of stitching done. I don't have many plans except for what I said. I'm going to do the Christmas in July stitching and stitch whatever I want. I might even stitch more in Beloved because it's such a nice project to stitch on. It's a Haid and it's stitched on 25 count white. Because I know I didn't mention that. I reviewed my video. I was all over the place. I was going to go outside and take Rudolph out there, but my husband decided to cut more grass. So I think that I will stitch in here on something. Who knows what it'll be. Might even be Beloved. So I am not being rude. I just lost the funk. Like, lost the funk, got into a funk. Just weird. Anyways, I hope you guys get lots of stitching done. I'll make more Flosstube videos. I love watching them. I've watched a few more new ones recently, and I think I know what Sylvia means about I'm calm. I'm not excited, yelling, and oh my god, and all this stuff. So those ones are fun to watch too. But I'm looking for people who stitch the same things that I stitch, because I'm seeing a lot of people stitching primitives, and they're wonderful people, and I want to still watch them, but you're not stitching what I stitch. So I might keep watching them, but I'm going to go to the ones stitching Heids and Miras more than the prims. But that's only because I have a limited amount of time. I work full-time, I'm doing a course, I'm buying a house. Yeah, life's crazy. It's a crazy life right now, so just keep on stitching, okay? I'm gonna include a clip, that clip that I talked about from outside, and there's a part where I yell at Gonzo, so don't be alarmed. But anyways, I'm going to upload this to YouTube because I know it's going to take a day and a half probably to upload it. It's really crazy. I don't know what I'm doing wrong. Okay, bye. Gonzo, what are you doing? Stop eating that.